Shelby, otherwise known as Shelbizleee here on YouTube, and I'm coming back at you today with a video about a few different things. So of course I do have an Ulta Dumpster Diving haul for you guys today, but before we get into that I need to cover something that's really important and that's been kind of plaguing my life over the last few weeks. For those of you who don't know, there is a pretty large dumpster diving community, not just on YouTube or other social media platforms where people like post live videos or YouTube videos like I do, but there are people that have been doing this for years. And obviously I'm not brand new to dumpster diving, I am more new to Ulta Dumpster Diving. However, like I said, there are people who have consistently been making at least a secondary income off of this for a long time. I know a lot of people from that community watch my videos, they hate watch my videos, and I just want to kind of address their concerns really quickly and also kind of communicate to you why they're important. These YouTube videos have obviously gotten pretty popular because the idea of getting free makeup that's usually pretty expensive is obviously intriguing to most people. But the thing is the new people, specifically people who maybe don't watch my tricks and tips videos, who don't watch my live diving videos, who maybe saw one of my videos and just went for it, are destroying things for other people who have been enjoying it for years. I think a lot of the hate that I've received recently is unjustified from the dumpster diving community. However, I want to insert a clip right here of something that happened to me recently where I went to one of my dumpsters. I had been there the night before and everything was packed. The dumpster was packed. There was so much cardboard I couldn't even get into it, so I decided to leave that night because if I could move some of the cardboard from the dumpster to the recycling, I could have looked through the rest of the dumpster and deciphered whether or not there was good stuff in there. So I left that night and then I decided I was going to come back early the next morning when the shopping center was dead and I didn't have to worry about security or anything like that and look through it. And when I pulled up, there was cardboard and trash and just debris surrounding the entire dumpster. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you that clip right now. As you can see here, we've had some asshole dumpster divers who took shit out of the dumpster, left it here because it's like 7 in the morning right now. And then this happened definitely after 11 last night because that's what time I was here. Let's get it together, girls and boys, or whoever did this. As you could see, I had to clean up after the other dumpster divers who had been there, and I am almost certain that those people found out about dumpster diving through YouTube, because if you found out about dumpster diving through a traditional dumpster diver, you would not have been able to leave it that way because traditional dumpster divers really stress the necessity of cleaning up after yourself. And I can also say that I know prior to this, not many people were checking that dumpster because things were not left torn open, things were not removed, like you can kind of tell when someone's been in a dumpster. And before this happened, I did not see it, therefore someone obviously found out about it more recently. Now the negative thing that comes along with this is really Ulta employees I have spoken to don't have a problem with us getting in the dumpster and getting stuff out of it, right? Like, how does that affect their life? It doesn't. And in most cases of people who work for Ulta that I've spoken to, they don't have a problem with that. What they have a problem with is when people go and leave messes like that and then they have to spend their time cleaning up after your mess. And not only is that wrong and just really rude and it's considered littering and it is in fact illegal to do that, it really sucks because then that makes the Ulta employees more likely to destroy the stuff, and it makes it more likely that you and I and all the other dumpster divers are not going to be able to get quality items because you're going to piss off the employees and they don't want you to get anything decent. I can't help but feel somewhat responsible for that because I have been making Ulta Dumpster Diving YouTube videos. And I'm just here, before I get into this haul, I need anybody watching this video to know, please do not make a mess. Please be responsible. If you haven't already, watch my tips videos and just be a responsible, considerate dumpster diver. And if you're not, you're gonna ruin it for yourself and all of us. Alright, so excuse my rant. I just think that if I am going to be the one kind of responsible for informing new dumpster divers about this fun, awesome hobby, then I need to at least let you guys in on what's happening, and I need to make you responsible dumpster divers. So let's go ahead and get into this haul now. So this haul did actually come from, I guess, essentially a returns box, but when I showed up someone had clearly already been there and grabbed one of the returns boxes because I found two, like where I pull up to park at my dumpster, one of my Ulta dumpsters, I found 2 lipstick tubes on the ground, which is another thing, guys. Just please try to be responsible. I understand it was only 2 little things, but like just be careful. So whoever was at this dumpster before me must have grabbed the boxes that they saw, didn't bother going through anything else, and left the stuff that I found behind. It could also be possible that they were only looking for like newer looking palettes and they didn't want to deal with the less nice looking ones, but I decided to take them because it's been a little while since I've found a really good haul, and I don't normally repress my shadows or my palettes or anything like that because it's just not worth the time. It's actually very time consuming to repress palettes. But I wanted to show you guys the haul that I found, the palettes that went from looking pretty janky to what I have now. So I'll show you when I took them out and they were all dirty, and then we'll come back here and I'll show you what they look like after I fix them up. Okay, so first let's start with all of these. Go ahead and get these out of the way. That is 13 lipsticks from the new Vice. You guys know that using lipsticks that may have been used freaks me out, so I will not be using any of these. However, I do speak to some other dumpster divers who are interested in them and they will use them, so I will do like sales or trades to them. Moving on to other things, this is unfortunate. This was found without a lid. It's a Benefit Lemonade Conceal. It's called Lemonade Color Correcting Eyelid Primer Base. Then we've got Benefit Porefessional Primer. I've found 2 of these recently. One of them I'm keeping and one of them is in less best condition. This lid is not attached, but it's magnetic so it stays on pretty good, as you can see. Like, I tried to pick it up and it snatches back down. Anyway, it's not connected, but all the shades are there intact in really good condition. Then I get a couple of these that are pretty messed up. Is a Bare Minerals Powder Foundation in Honeycomb. This is the same thing in Dawn 02. I don't know which Lorac brush this is, but it's a brush by Lorac. Brush by Real Techniques, the stippling one. This is a full bottle of IT Cosmetics CC cream and it's in the color Fair. Brand new sealed with tape, or with like plastic, Ulta lip liner. All of these small rollerball, like miniature sample travel size perfumes. We have, I almost said Givenchy, which is not even right. This isn't even Givenchy. Anyway, this is Gucci. So yeah, 2 Gucci's. I said Dolce last time and that was wrong. So it's Dolce & Gabbana. Hope I said that right for y'all. Pink Sugar. Never heard of this one. This is missing its lid. This is Jimmy Choo, and this is Ralph Lauren. Alright, moving on to this bag that I have. Now these are the ones that are in less, even worse condition, so I'm not sure if I have the lid to this one. Let me look and see. Okay, so I guess I found 3 of these. Let me correct myself. This is another one. I don't think I have the lid to it. I can always repot, like scoop them out and put them in something else, like repotting them. This is just a Nyx palette. Did they fuck it up? Looks like that. Again, not the worst. I find these, and I'm not gonna use them. Actually, they look pretty bad. I found another one of these Alice in the Wonderland palettes, but I didn't find the box that it goes in. And this one is obviously in worse condition than the last one I found. But some people are really, really wanting to find this palette, and I feel like there's someone out there who would want this. Because you're never really gonna use that whole palette, I feel like. Of colors like that, you'll never use up the whole thing, so to have it just to play with the colors for a period of time is good. This palette is in not the greatest condition. Got this straightener, got the cord that goes with it, so hopefully my uncle can fix that. Oh, I didn't even know I had this. I think I forgot I had this. Oh, there's a few colors in here. Alright, so you can see some of them are missing, these ones, but some of them are okay. This little baby straightener, so cute. I found another one of those before, I think. This is a bottle of Chloe perfume. You can see how, yeah, you can see it's like more than halfway full. Another one of these IT Cosmetics CC creams in light. These are at least half full. These are Urban Decay makeup setting sprays, oil control, cooling and hydrating. That sounds cool. This is the one I'm looking forward to using. This one's, can you hear it? It's basically full. And yes, it was a tester, but whatever. It's a pump, so again, no one's hands has been in here. You know the drill. So this one says vitamin infused complexion spray, and it says redness reducing, pore minimizing, and oil absorbing. This is for my skin type, y'all. What up? I think these were pretty messed up. Not the worst. This is the same type of thing. Like that. What's this one? Beauty Gems? What is that? Okay, this is a Beauty Gems palette. These are shattered, but the rest of them are okay. Oh, look at them. They fucked this. It's just that they're such small little shades that even that dig makes them look pretty used up. It Cosmetics brush. This is a Revolution Pro. This might be from Makeup Revolution, I'm not completely sure, but a brush. And I grabbed one of these lids in case I find more Too Faced foundations because I keep finding them. So that's that for this haul. Okay, so I don't remember what order I went in whenever I was doing that because I did that a couple days ago. It took me a couple days to clean this stuff up, and now I'm going to show you the palettes after they've been cleaned up. So first of all, we'll do, let's see. First of all, let me show you this Naked Smoky palette that I did. So like I said, this is not attached, but you can just, it's magnetic, so it's actually pretty easy to take on and off and keep on and off. And you guys saw this when I pulled it out. It looked pretty janky, lines drawn through it and all that kind of good stuff, but this is what it looks like now. You can see I repressed everything, and I'll kind of insert clips right here of how I repressed it and the whole little process of one of these shadows. But this is what I'm left with, and I'm pretty happy with it because it's repressed, it looks good. The thing is how often, if you're a makeup junkie at all, how often do you really go all the way through a palette is my thing. So even if you find a palette that isn't in the best condition, if you like the shades, if nothing else, you can use it until it is gone, which, like I said, I've never completely used up an entire palette. So I don't have a problem using something that's repressed, that isn't full, that was free. The next palettes I want to show you are these ones by Tarte, and I think these are part of a holiday collection because they have names like Cookie Swap, Twinkle Lights, Chestnuts Roasting, right? All Christmassy sounding names. So it looks like this, and it just has the 8 shadows and a blush shade. I did repress all of these, but like I said, on a normal basis, if I'm keeping the shadows, I don't repress them. It's just not worth the time. They work the same if they're shattered, but for shipping purposes, you want to repress them. That way they're not getting all jumbled around in their shipping containers, packages, whatever you want to call it. So there's that one. And then there's another one, and I repressed most of the shadows on this except for the matte ones. I didn't repress the matte ones, not just because they're matte. Well, the matte ones from Tarte are much more sturdy. Like the shimmery ones kind of break up more and they're more buttery. But these stay together pretty nicely. Let me give you a close-up. So the matte shades you can see also weren't dug all the way through. Like on the shimmery ones, it went all the way through to the pan, and therefore kind of making them easier to fall apart. Here, the shadows are all still connected, and I'm not worried about them breaking apart during shipping processes. So there was that Tarte palette, and then there was another Tarte palette, the Tartelette in Bloom, of course. I already have a few of these that I found and sold and given away to my friends and kept one for myself and blah, 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 blah. This is a great palette. I love it. I love how these smell. It has all the shadows intact there, as you can see. Some of them I didn't have to repress, like again the matte ones, they're all still intact pretty well. I did repress most of the shimmers, but you can see perfectly usable, really good condition, sanitized with alcohol. That's how the makeup artists do it. And yeah, just of course cleaned up the Bare Minerals powders that I found. I cleaned up the outside of the Urban Decay makeup setting sprays I found. Oh, there's another one. This one. Okay, and then this one I haven't repressed yet. I don't know if I will. It's a NYX palette, and it's a Christmas edition one. Looks like this. It actually has really pretty colors. I think I could rock some of the shades in here. Maybe I'll consider it. I don't know, but yeah, there's this one. It was covered in nastiness, but it's all clean now. This next palette actually has a couple of shades that could not be really salvaged, unfortunately. It's called Beauty Gems, and it has a couple like highlight shades and a couple blush shades. These two were completely shattered. I'm sure you saw whenever I showed you when I was taking out all the dirty stuff, but I repressed the little bit that was in there, and then these are all perfect. They were untouched. Just had to get some of the excess glitter that fell over there from here. These shades look really pretty. I would swatch them, but I'm probably going to either sell this or give it away, so I don't want to mess it up for anybody who wants it. These are pretty. So that's what that one looked like. There's nothing to cleaning up these two things like It foundations, just washing out the outside. Same for the Chloe perfume, cleaning out the outside. There was one It brush, I'm sure you guys saw it when I was unloading all of the stuff when it was dirty, that could not be saved. I guess maybe it was sitting in foundation for too long and I can't get it to come clean, but I did get to do the Real Techniques stippling brush. It looks perfect. This is little baby Smashbox eyeshadow palette. It's really super cute. I didn't repress it either because I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I kind of ran out of time because, like I said, repressing takes a while, and I don't normally repress the shadows that I'm going to keep. I don't think I'm going to keep this one, but it's adorable. This, oh, forget I have to be like a real YouTuber now and like cover the mirror. But yeah, so these shadows, they're not that messed up. They have a little bit less product than you would normally get when you come in the store, but it wasn't even dirty, so on the inside, so good. And the next palette I want to show you, it's not the last, second to last, but it's this Naked 2 palette that I totally forgot I had found. Probably just because when I initially found it, I saw that it didn't have all the shades, and so I was like, I'm probably not going to use that because I have all of the Naked palettes. I don't need another one, especially if it's broken up. But it's missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the shades. And the rest of them have been scratched through pretty badly. You guys saw this was dirty and now it looks pretty good, but yeah, you can see like those have been scratched through. What I'm thinking about doing with this is taking some of the Urban Decay single shadows I found in the dumpster dive I did a few weeks ago, or maybe some from the Naked 2 Ultimate Basics palette that I found, which I think is probably the ones that are missing from here, right? The matte one's missing from here. I'm really not sure, but what I'm thinking about doing is repressing these and putting those into here and then giving it away to one of you guys. And then last but not least is the Alice palette. Now this one is, I think, not sold in stores anymore. It's pretty highly sought after. They're selling for like $100 on eBay. This one is not complete because I don't have the packaging that it comes in. I just have the shadows. But it looks like this. After it's been repressed, it looks perfect. No reason not to love this palette. It's been sanitized. And I actually did today's makeup look with this palette. I first used this color right here called Chessboard to put into my crease. I went ahead and buffed that in there, and then I took this color called Bandersnatch, which is a pretty deep blue. It's almost like the color of the ocean when I was on a cruise once upon a time, and put that in my outer corner. I then went ahead and put this color called Lily, which is actually maybe one of my favorite colors in this palette. It's like kind of an iridescent pink, purpley white. And then I went ahead and took Chessboard to blend out all of that again. And then I took a smaller brush and just put Time in the very outer corner of my eye. I kind of did the same thing on my lower lash line, even though I didn't film the whole thing. I just put like Bandersnatch on the bottom and then carried over the Lily this way and then blended it all out with Chessboard. And it looks like this. I'll do a close-up if you guys want to see it. And I think that is it for my haul in this video. I did want to say that as far as giveaways go, I will not be doing one in this video, and that's because I have 2 other giveaways that are currently open right now on my YouTube channel. I will go ahead and link them at the end of this video on my outro card, and you can go watch them and enter those giveaways. But there are 2 things I plan on doing with all of these because I'm not going to keep all of them. I now have my very own website that no one can control because I pay for it and I own it, that I'm going to be selling some of the products that I find on. It's going to be obviously just for my subscribers because there would be no other reason for random people to be coming to my website. I have had some problems in the past with Depop because it is their store policy, or it is their app's policy, that you can't sell used makeup on their site. And even when I was posting brand new stuff, like still in the box, they were taking it down and it was getting reported. So I said, screw it, I'm gonna get my own website. So that's where I'm at now. So I'll leave a link to that in the description box below. You guys can go buy some of these things on there. If you're interested in not creating a demand through the production line and you want to get a discount on these things, then definitely go check out my website. The next thing I want to say is that for giveaways here on out, I'm probably going to be picking 2 winners each time. And for the very next giveaway, I'm going to do someone who is part of my notification squad. So like if you guys watch the video first and you make it to the rules first, then you're gonna get one of the prizes that I show. So make sure my notifications are turned on for you. That way you can be entered to win one of those giveaways, or you can get a chance to win one of those. And the next thing is my next giveaway will be traditional, like leave a comment down below with such and such information. But in the next video, I'm not going to just judge with a random generator. If you follow me on Snapchat, you saw me pick the winner of my last giveaway that way. But the next one's going to be based on engagement. So from here until the next makeup giveaway I do, I'm going to be judging y'all's engagement on not only YouTube but on Instagram and Twitter. And that's just because a lot of you guys watch this and I don't get feedback from you. And then sometimes I do get a random hate comment in my comment section, or someone who's dissatisfied with something and I don't know if they're a subscriber of mine or not, because this is the first I'm hearing from them. And I just really want to get to know you guys, get familiar with what you want, and be able to create content that you want to see. So this is just a way for me to encourage you to do that. So from here until, again, my next giveaway, just make sure you're engaged. Go see my other 2 giveaways I'm going to link again at the end of this video. And I think that is it for now, you guys. If you have any questions, make sure you leave them below, and you can find me on Snapchat, Twitter, or Instagram. It's all at Shelbizleee, the same as here on YouTube. And remember, until next time, create the peace.
I'm loving you so. The way I used to love you, no, I don't wanna know, no. Who's taking you home,